You have $4,200 sitting in a savings account. It just sits there. Your bank is using your money to fund a $340 million loan. You never know. Every 2 weeks your paycheck arrives, you spend most of it. You save a little. You've heard the term compound interest before. A teacher mentioned it once. You just nodded. You open a high-yield savings account. 4.5% APY. You feel smart doing it. You set an automatic transfer of $200 every single month. It runs without you. At the end of the year, your account has earned exactly $89 in interest. You stare at that number, $89. It doesn't feel like enough. You are right. But this was never about $89. It's about the mechanism you just switched on. The machine is already running. You just don't fully understand yet what it is building. You are not an investor yet. You are a depositor. But the gap between them is smaller than you think. You open a brokerage account, index fund, $500. You press confirm. The S&P 500 has returned 10.5% annually over 80 years. You know this now. You turn on automatic dividend reinvestment. Every payout buys more shares immediately. Month 1, you have $500 invested and $1.40 in gains. Month 12, $6,300 invested, $180 in gains. The market drops 6% in a single week. Your portfolio loses $300 overnight. Your hand moves toward the sell button. You stop. You put the phone face down and breathe. You hold. Someone online tells you that it was the right call. You feel proud. You shouldn't need to. You type $500 monthly, 40 years, 10%. The number that returns is $3 million. Something changes. You stop seeing money as something to spend. You see it as something that works. Every dollar you invest is a dollar that starts cloning itself silently every single year. It works without rest, without asking, without needing you to watch it. It just compounds. You are an investor now. The machine is faster. You are starting to understand what you built. You have $47,000 in index funds. You track your net worth every Sunday evening. You max out your Roth IRA, $7,000 a year growing completely tax-free forever. You contribute exactly enough to your 401k to capture the full employer match, not a dollar less. You read that a 1% expense ratio on $500,000 cost you $360,000 in losses. You switch to Vanguard, 0.03% expense ratio. You never look back at the old fund. 80% equities, 15% bonds, 5% international. You rebalance every quarter. No exceptions. A friend asks you how to invest. You give the boring answer. Automate. Diversify. Don't touch it. They want to hear about crypto. You tried that. You know exactly what it cost you back then. The insight isn't a new investment. The insight is time. Compounding doesn't scale linearly. It accelerates. The first 100,000 takes 8 years. The next one takes 4. The one after that takes 2.5. At some point, your portfolio earns more in a quarter than your salary does in a full year. Nobody applauds, no audience, no signal. Building real wealth is invisible, and it is mostly discipline. You are not just investing now. You are optimizing. Every decision compounds the ones before it. Your net worth crosses $400,000. You don't celebrate. You open a spreadsheet and recalculate. The capital is accumulating now. Your job is not to interfere with what you already built. The rate hike cycle drops your portfolio by 19%. You lose $76,000 on paper. You add $600 more that month. You buy into the dip. You tell nobody, you just do it. Building wealth is boring. It is invisible. It rewards discipline with no signal and no applause. You move beyond index funds, municipal bonds for tax efficiency, REITs for real asset exposure and yield. You stop thinking about annual returns. You think in decades. The calendar on your wall means nothing now. 12-month emergency fund, insurance airtight, estate documents signed, beneficiaries listed correctly. People around you start calling you lucky. You don't argue. You know exactly what it actually took. It is not luck. It is correct decisions made consistently over time, with no audience and no applause. The machine is running faster now. You can hear it. It does not need your attention anymore to grow. You are a wealth builder now. The next level doesn't open with effort. It opens with a threshold. Your net worth passes $1.2 million. The system changes. New doors open quietly. You are now an accredited investor under SEC definitions. The private market appears for the first time. A private equity co-investment arrives. $50,000 minimum. 5-year lockup. Projected IRR of 20%. You read the waterfall structure, 2 and 20. The manager takes 2% annually, 20% of profits above the hurdle. You read every page of the offering documents. Then you wire $50,000. No hesitation. You enter a private credit fund. Senior secured loans at 12% floating. Quarterly distributions. Illiquid. You understand the risk premium now. You are being paid for giving up liquidity. That is the trade. Most finance content never tells you this. Above a certain threshold, the instruments change completely. Your portfolio now earns through 4 mechanisms at once: equity, dividends, private credit, depreciation offsets. You are not playing the same game as the person at level 2. The board is completely different now. It wasn't hidden from you before. It required capital to access capital. Now you have both. You are a capital allocator now. The next level does not ask what you want. It asks who you know. The number is $6.4 million. You say it to yourself once. Then you stop saying it. You contact a family office wealth management firm. The minimum to get through the door is $5 million. They offer pre-IPO access. Structured notes. Hedge fund allocations closed to outside capital. You listen. Your effective tax rate this year is 11%. That is not an accident. It took 6 weeks to structure. Opportunity zones, charitable remainder trusts, stepped-up basis, a Delaware holding structure, all legal, all documented. The wealthy don't just have more money. They access a completely different financial system than you did before. Your children have 529 accounts seeded with $150,000 each at birth. At 7% over 18 years, that account becomes $510,000 before they finish school. This is the architecture, not just building wealth that builds wealth for people not yet born. At a sufficient scale, compound interest stops being personal finance. It becomes structural power over time. You stopped checking the returns years ago. The machine does not need you watching it to keep running. You are the architect now. The next level has no name on the door. You already know which building it is. Your family office is managing $40 million in assets. You stopped counting a long time ago. You sit on 2 private company boards, not because you sought it, because capital at this level creates proximity. You co-sponsor a venture fund, $20 million committed. Your name is on the term sheet, but not the press release. You have dinner with a former Treasury Secretary. You did not arrange it. Someone else did. That is the point. You did not seek power. Capital at this scale creates proximity to power whether you want it or not. Compound interest is not a personal finance concept at this scale. It is a mechanism of economic stratification. The returns you earn, the private premiums, the tax efficiency are partly subsidized by access others cannot reach. When the market drops 30%, you have liquidity, time, and insulation to treat it as a buying event. People without your buffers sell at the bottom. Their loss moves through the system. Some of it reaches you. The system is not broken. This is exactly what it was designed to do. You know this now. You always did. You know people who call themselves friends. You are no longer certain that the word means what it used to mean. You are a systemic participant now. The next level is not a room, it is a structure, and it has no ceiling. You are not an individual anymore. You are a trust structure, a holding company, a foundation, and a partnership. The foundation holds $200 million in assets. It earns 7% annually. It distributes 5. It keeps 2. The foundation does not spend down. The 2% retained re-enters the principal. It grows forever. The name on the building is not your name. It is the name on the trust. You prefer it that way now. Your great-grandchildren will be accredited investors at birth. The compounding began before they existed. They sit on boards because the family name carries weight that accrued over decades of compounding. Compound interest does not just grow money. At scale and time, it converts capital into legacy, into institutions, privacy, trust, freedom, human connection. You traded them one at a time. You did not notice until recently. You stopped checking returns years ago. The machine does not need you to run. It never did. Not really. The compounding at this level is not personal. It is structural. It operates without your name, your presence, or your attention. The machine does not need you anymore. It has not needed you for a very long time. This is the destination. Somewhere, a 23-year-old walks into a glass tower for the very first time this morning. He opens his first brokerage account. He sets up a $200 automatic transfer. He feels smart. He thinks this is about financial security, about retiring comfortably, about building a better life for himself. He does not know that the $200 is not the point. The mechanism is the point. It was always the mechanism. But he will.